The internet is not fucking great. Yeah, you must have struck a chord up into the office somewhere. She my homegirl. She came on the scene. See, I can't. I'm too sensitive. I can't watch the shit. Like Keygen, she covers like like celebrities and stuff. I can't do it. I just can't. Like I can't. It's too negative. Oh, look, my burnt toast is ready. Ah, the It's fucked up, huh? I don't even have butter. I was gonna have dry toast. Wow. Hey, you guys, you know what's funny? I mean, it's funny, but it's not a joke, right? It's funny, like even haha funny, but it's not a joke. I need to get one of because I live by myself, because I have all the things that's wrong with me, whatever, right? I need to have I've the button would just I've fallen and I can't I've fallen and I can't get up. Button. It goes right it's like a grenade, you just pull it and it just calls them. Because like okay, I'll give you an example of this exact well, I could give you 10 in this house. I've almost impaled my there's no one around. I've almost cut my I've almost impaled myself like twice. I almost freaking cut my fucking arm off. Like all this shit. So, I don't even have neighbors, so there's no one around. So, my dry toast. If you don't eat dry toast, I'm chilling. I don't have butter, so I'm not gonna, look, it's not even really toasted, is it? A little bit, What's dumb is I have money. I have a lot of money. But I'm being fucking, this shit's probably moldy bread, and that's all I have. What's wrong with me, man? I could call anywhere and be like, order this or that, right? But I have literally a lot of money I could. I mean, I could hire a driver for the year to take me to places to eat. And here I am. Because it's my mom left things to me. And she was so frugal. I can't do it. I can't bend it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. It's just sad that people like, you know what's even worse? Okay, let me give you a more example that's even worse. I'm eating moldy, no bread, no buttered toast, dry toast, moldy dry toast. And I have money. When I live, I could literally walk out my front door and fall down and then get up and dust myself off, and I would be at the fucking counter to order something to go. Or I could just do it here and then just grab it. Like, fucking, they're like, have the best stuff ever, I guess. I can't believe I've lived next. Well, it's a bar, right? Restaurant. It's like, I don't really have a reason to go there because I don't drink. And if I was gonna drink, I sure as fucking gonna pay. See why I'm afraid this. I need to go on a little like vacation. I need to like treat myself, and I won't because I'm like so too worried. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I don't know. You know. No, I don't have any money except for what they give me, the government. Thanks, someone gave me a thumbs up. Even if I'm just saying, like, hey, you know, be good to one another. Be excellent. Isn't that funny, Neo? And George Carlin was in that movie, so you know. Everything is just so interconnected. With 6 degrees of separation being the case, everyone should know someone personally that died. Where the fuck did that come from? Wow, did you see that? I've never yawned in the middle of eating. That is a new thing that human beings can probably do as an adult. And I drink well water out of my sink. Fucking rusty ass well water. What the fuck's wrong with me, guys? I'm frugal, I guess. I'm lazy. Is the truth. If you guys really want to know the truth, I'm lazy. I'm just lazy. So I eat dry toast. I cook with the hard boiled egg. I have a cup. It's metal. It's my neighbor's, but I kept it. And it's pretty big around, and I fill it with water and put like 1 egg or 2 in there. And I'm trying to time it to where it's like over medium. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god, you know what just happened, you guys? I fucking, you know how you, oh hey, what's up, Lord Fiber? No, you know what I just did, bro? I fucking just, you know how you can, it's contagious to yawn? I just watched myself yawn, and then it made me fucking yawn again. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm like, Brady, take the drugs. I'm the pusher man. Take it, Brady, take the dry toast. right? It's poppy seed. No, yeah, a lot of people go to work and get poppy seed, get opium. Oh, you already know poppy seed muffins. I asked my landlord in Denver because at my dad's and his wife's house, she let me grow opium poppies around the whole house, white and purple poppies, like in Afghanistan. But this was before Afghanistan, so the cops would be there to deliver a warrant for me, and I had on by the front door, I had two gigantic wooden like half barrels with soil, and they had like 3 foot tall opium poppies in them, and they were flowering with white petals, white and purple petals, and oh my god, with huge heads, and they were like looking at them, smelling them, and knocking on the door, waiting for them, and looking at them. These are cool. They think that poppies are the orange ones in California, like the state poppy. That's not even in the Papavara family. It does not have opium. But yes, enough. The seed when I grew. Oh, then listen to this. So yeah, I grew. Everyone, all my friends said they laughed at me. They said, "Yeah, Brady, you went to Safeway and bought a bottle of poppy seeds off the spice rack, and you're gonna grow opium poppies." Okay. And I was like, yeah, I am. Okay. 3 months later, 90 days later, they only take 90 days from germination to harvest. And they're surface seeds. So it's like you know how you feed chicks, like or fucking chickens or whatever. It's like that. You just do it. It's surface seeds, and then you gotta all of them, because I got non-irradiated. You have to get the brand Spice Hunter. Spice Hunter is the brand. Spice Island are okay, but Spice Hunter is the best. And so my naysayer friends came back 90 days later after I milked my baby fucking my kick-ass poppies. And then I saved the petals, and they're like silk. They won't tear. And I'd put a piece each gram. I would put into a petal, and then twist it right and let it dry like that kind of. And it would be like a translucent purple flowery smell. And I go, hey, come on over to my friends. And I said, here, got a piece of tin foil out. And I said, here, I just got this off my plants, and I put a piece on the tin foil. Go ahead, chase the dragon, and they did it. And like after 3 hits, they're like, and I'm like, yeah. Well, I thought I couldn't grow those and stuff, right? And they're all like this, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I thought I couldn't do it though, right? Motherfuckers. No, marijuana is 6 months, 180 days. Unless you get some bullshit auto flower, don't ever get that as a joke. Never get it. Trust me. And if you want to I've been making my own feminized seeds using silver thiosulfate until they just now came up with some bullshit recipe for it. What? I should just keep my thing on all the time. Anyway, no, yeah, it takes only 90 days. And then afterwards, after I milked them and shit, and I looked the laws of it. Oh, well, then I moved to Denver to go to college, right? And we were getting our backyard was getting, we lived in a duplex. It was badass. Our backyard was getting sodded, right? And I asked my landlord, I said, hey, can you leave one strip of sod along the fence, not so I can plant my poppy garden? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. And I go, I'll put up a little white fence and shit. And it'll be cool. And she's like, all right. And I grew fucking huge ass, big ass head poppies. I mean, like, they're called chicks and hens. Is the best, probably the most highest morphine content. You also have Papavara giganthemum, They have bigger heads, yeah, but then you'll even get more milk, but it's shittier. So if you're gonna process it, after they after they the you scratch them and harvest all the opium or the milk, then you pull them all right when they're done and dry them out, and you crush them up in a coffee grinder, all the leaves, the heads, because they still have tons of pop shit inside, and all in the stems and leaves, and you make you make it as fine as you can, and you make tea out of it. The way I learned how to do all this was from two 80-year-old twins. They were 80 years old. One was blind. They were from They had their tattoo from Auschwitz, and they would sit on their porch and drink a poppy tea and just get high as fuck all the time. And they taught me how to make it and stuff, and how to grow them and everything. So that was cool. And yeah. It's a cool thing. If in Mexico, I asked my drug dealers when I used to do it. I said, like, in Mexico, what does chiva mean? Because that's what they call it, chiva. It means goat. Like kicking, plus you're a dumbass. And they're like, yeah, the young people don't do it. The old people do it though, because for pain and stuff. I can't believe it's 7 p.m. All right, guys. Dry toast. Try and chew that shit up and swallow it with cotton mouth. That soda must have been open since like this morning when I woke. Oh yeah, I've been drinking this one. Alrighty, friends. I hope I wasn't too. Oh look, Lord Fry, check this out. I have a necklace too that goes with it. It's real bone. It's old. And so yeah. And there's a necklace, but I don't wear like something choking. You know what I mean? And then I have these other ones. And I have this other thing that is so. I got a shipment in of stuff yesterday that is so kick ass, bro. Like, just things. And I clean my house. The next thing I'm gonna do is this stuff. Okay. See, it's all pretty. Well, I don't know if it appears clean, but this is just nothing. This is empty, this chest. I guess if you can see right there, it's all my stuff for like artwork and shit. But yeah, all this stuff over here. I got another. See that rug right there on the wall? Right there? It's a prayer rug. Okay? I mean, I just know that because, I don't know, I got it from some garage sale. I don't know. Anyway, it's a prayer rug. It's cool. And I got a thing. I was at the thrift shop. I got a rug that's the exact same size and has the exact same size fringe and everything. And it's got griffins on it, right? A lion with wings. And in the middle, it's got a lion with wings. I don't know quite what it means, but it'll be cool. Maybe I'll hang it up because I'm going to want all my room. I mean, unless I'm selling it, which I might do. I don't know. People have offered me a lot of money for that thing. People have been like, I'll give you $200. And I'll give you a couple, few $100, whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I know what I was going to show you guys. I just remembered. I am sick and tired of being in the minority. I'm gonna become. I'm gonna become. What? Oh, here it is. Now we're cooking with. Now we're smoking with grass, right? So I've been slowly buying up like Redskins, Blackhawks, jerseys and shit, right? Not this. I'm gonna use the liberal stupidity against them. So there's them. So their own rules against us. No. What is this? And I'm Native American. I'll be like, I'm going off. I'm going on Tucker Carlson. I want fucking money now. You better make this quietly go away. Or else I'm gonna claim I'm a Democrat, and that is like Democrat. I'm just gonna be so mad and hurt that I have to sue them, and they're gonna have to pay me reparations and shit. Right? Fight fire with fire, motherfuckers. Or they can savagely hunt my people down and just kill us and scalp us. And you guys are bitching about being safe. There is more white slaves than black slaves. Irish people, Native Americans had slaves. I saw to my heart's sad to me. But retro causality, I don't think it happened until recently. The past, future, and present prove past, or change the past, make the past. Then past proves present, which proves past, proves future. You know what I mean? In time is it supposed to be? Does it not make sense? Yeah, it's not supposed to. We have a joke among the Native American community. You guys all know it. Only a white. It's about daylight savings time. Only a fucking white man would cut 2 feet off the top of his blanket and sew it on the bottom of his blanket and think he has a longer fucking blanket. We just laugh at you guys. Like, they're like, what? What happened? We got sick of watching you guys fucking die trying to land here. Well, you guys have, I guess, some coats, I guess. We're wearing them brown. We put lard. Actually, like the more northern tribes, and I like, whatever. When it's cold in the winter and shit, the Native Americans would put lard, blubber, whatever, fat from animals on them, like oil and shit, and it would keep you warm. Like you could be hunting, with bare feet, just with like a loin. Like a loin. Oh, my piece of it has fucking. Now it's got black mold on it too. Great. I eat this bad boy up. So anyway, yeah. We got fucked way more than anybody. Look at what they did to us during the Dakota pipeline. That was Obama. Imagine if fucking, like, I mean, well, when Trump came in, it was like immediately boom. But I am so happy about the. No, no, no. Oh, no, no. Thank God. I take that back. I'm sorry. Trump stopped. Actually, I'm going to say I stopped the projects and going under me. Because I had all kind of video and pictures and footage of what they were doing to them with water cannons and flashbang, all this stuff and injuring Indians. And they were so respectful and peaceful. That's peaceful protesters. And I went in, I was like, there's got to be, I was trying to tell the Native Americans, look, there's other ways to, better ways to fight this than putting your bodies on the line. But whatever, I'll do that. So literally from the bathroom, taking a shit, I'm just, to make a point, from the bathroom, I changed the entire world. Like from the shitter. I looked up the donors of the Dakota pipeline, and the biggest donor was a bank in Norway. And when I went and read their like mission statement and all this shit, they were all like pro LGBTQ and pro environment and pro this and that and the other, right? And pro active and human, pro human rights and all this shit, right? And I fucking sent them all that stuff and wrote them a long letter and told them what happened. And so they had $300 and some $1 million, which was 1/3 of the project. They were the biggest donor. And then the other 600 and something was like 5 other or more other banks. But I sent them this just fucked up shit the cops were doing to these poor Indians and their argument and what was going on. They fucking pulled their funding immediately that day. And the project stopped. I got them to pull $346 million out just by sending them the photos and video footage of what was happening, and that if their company understood that what was happening with their money and shit, what it was going to, man. And then I thought, man, now Trump's gonna get in there and just he's in this building. So, no. There was enough time in there to where they got in, then the Native Americans were able to win a court battle or whatever, where they cannot be touched now. It's sacred. And so, man, I'm so fucking proud of myself. Just luck. I mean, just sitting on the shitter with a phone. But that's my point. That's what someone sitting on the shitter with a phone can do. They can change the fucking world. And that's using their technology, 666 technology, which just means earthly realm, carbon, everything's 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 whatever. 666 reality. That just means it's a human thing. It's not a spiritual. So on a human level, I'm so glad. On a spiritual level, on a physical level, I'm so happy that those people are mad about what happened. You should have seen how they were treating them compared to what's going on here. I mean, everything is such politics. I don't even believe in this shit. And with deepfake, I remember some of these bang events or riots, where if you slowed it down, no one was really doing anything. They were kind of just rolling off each other, right? There was supposed to be a riot. This is back in, like, I think it was in Charlotte, New Hampshire. But all I know is this. When I die, and I will, when I luckily leave this early, actually I don't care. It's not pain. I want a painless death. Oh, I have that video that says Dr. Kevorkian paging Dr. Kevorkian. I am totally down with assisted suicide. I even take it one step further where if you just don't like living, you can just do it. Like, you don't have to be sick or nothing. You can just go on and go, dude, this shit is fuck. I'm out. I do it. But see, that's the whole thing. I would commit suicide, but I'm afraid that maybe then I will go to hell. And then it's like, fuck that, man. It's not worth it. Plus, I'd probably blow half my face, half my face off, and still be alive. So, they try and give me a vax or a fucking anything like that, or any kind of fucking chip. They've already got our wallets chipped. They have my DNA. They have everything from my prison years. I'm sure some of you do. Guess it don't matter now since it's okay to riot and steal and shit. Only in the Democratic cities. You know what? When I used to loot, when I used to riot, we did not loot because we were afraid of getting fucking killed, of getting shot, because the cops were wanting to shoot you. Oh, that's what song I was wanting to put on. Did you see did you see them break into my fucking last live, you guys? That was fucked up, huh? They're on. Fuck. Okay, wait. What did I want to put? Oh, here, I put on something cool you guys will like. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh, but you'll still like it. Here it is. Haha, dirtball.
Now more than ever, small businesses need the best internet and phone solutions at the best value.
Well, good morning, my friends. Today we shall discuss the mushroom. Now, how many of you like mushrooms? Ah, yes, very nice, very good. Now, how many of you like psychedelic mushrooms? Well, that looks like all of you then. Alrighty, let's go find some. Form a single file line behind me. Walk slow. Come on, kids, come on now, come on, you can do this. Let's go.
What have these mushrooms all done to my mind? My mind running through the pines. My head feels wrapped in twine. What have these mushrooms all done with my mind? Mushrooms I won't decline. Washing down red wine.
My life goes better with a mushroom. I seem like I'm in a bit of mood when I'm on a mushroom. Cloud it up when I'm packing a boom. Cut, cut, kaboom. Get the maniac sound of a motherfucking mushroomer. It's bound to do ya. All I gotta say is don't know, staring at a go-go, but it ain't my name, I don't know my name, so why the fuck am I even trying to get a witness? Nobody hanging out with a weird motherfucker like this. Everybody make a fist. Every just like the mushroom that I ate. I am so high that I intoxicate. Anybody looking at me in another way gonna get a watermelon thrown at them. Yep, I got them. Oh, fuck, can't feel my nose, I can't feel my toes. They're gonna lay down on them. I'm in a full meltdown, tripping on the way the tree blows and the way the wind caught them. It's time to come to grips, and I got a long time till I hit bottoming out on the trip, psychotically dwelling on all of the you. I'm not proud enough to get out of this jam. Proud enough to stop pulling my hair. I'm proud enough to get another mushroom out of my backpack. You're sitting right there. I'm gonna sit back, close my eyes, so I gotta get a move on back to life. This is the re-up and now's the time. Mushrooms on my mind.
What have these mushrooms all done to my mind? Going back in time. Going on my ride. What have these mushrooms all done with my mind? Seeing purple eyes. Seeing through a vine.
How many kinds of the mushrooms that you really ate? I focus on 8 comfortable ones that no correlate. Yo, you never can tell when you eat them. Poisonous, the brain cells don't need them. Treat them to a little bit of thought, freedom. Better when I'm on a fight, when I'm in the nightshade, and I know I gotta eat them. I sit in my room and I bubble the water fatigue. Quicker to get in the bloodstream. Quicker to trip on the light beam. Quicker to give it to y'all. Dear Paul, you got me fucked up. Why the fuck you do this to us? Didn't really want to get this high. Why you got to make me cry? Yeah, look, man, feel bad, but it ain't my fault. I'm the one over here, yo, stuck in the ball. Where the ball come from, don't know, but I gotta put a halt to the mushroom guy. Can't see a motherfucking thing like I'm in a fog. And nobody seeming to kill it. I'm dying a miserable death with no one to call. No one to call and nowhere to fall. Nowhere to fall. I'll leave it to y'all. You two can be tall. The thinner the path, the bigger the small. They call me the ball. I'm really the one that can give you the psilocybin advice. Now, won't it be nice?
What have these mushrooms all done to my mind? Running through the pines. My head feels wrapped in twine. What have these mushrooms all done with my mind? Mushrooms I won't decline. I'll flush them down with wine. Party hard, party do it non-stop. Party hard, until we call it cops. Party hard, keep it hardcore. Party hard, yeah.
Remember this song right here, yo. Yo, a mushroom head like I'm a mushroom head. Yo, fuck them cats. Keep them motherfuckers. Expand your mind.
What have these mushrooms all done to my mind? Going back in time. Floating on my ride. What have these mushrooms all done with my mind? Seeing purple eyes. Swinging through on vines.
Hey, you want to hear the moonshine rhyme? Because that's what I'm putting on.
Take me out to the fall.
Hey, better not cut
Me out
me
to the-
off again.
Hello? Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, dude. I'm up at the cabin this weekend. I'm not gonna be able to make it. I know it's a big show.
My mushroom, Dirtball. My mushroom. Man, you still making some of that mushroom
My
too?
mushroom.
Let's take a look,
My
China.
mushroom.
Who wanna dabble in the mushroom cloud with me? I'm ready to make them down and get them stuck up in my teeth. Been a long time since the last time, no lying, cause I did it last week. It gave my brain getting ready for sleep. I put the poison in my mouth and then I turn up the beat. Somebody please tell me where the fungus among us, the smallest be the one to make me really reach my peak. I'm sitting all alone in my soul and waiting for the effect. I turn the ringer off on my phone, I'm about to do the check. One was that I ate them and pulls it out on my neck. Shoot out the door so no one can intersect. When I'm tripping, seeing colors, you better leave me alone. I'm in the cloud with the blue and the pick and I'm like a gnome right now. Starting to feel it all in my bones. I'm yawning like a motherfucker, thank God I'm at home. I'm in a mushroom cloud. Everything you're hearing is way too loud. And all the walls around me calling my name. Why did I even didn't even know they got a grip on my brain? I'm in a mushroom cloud. Everything you're hearing is way too loud. And all the walls around me calling my name. Why did I even didn't even know they got a grip on my brain? Soon goes the sound of the bass boom. Here we go. Visual trace out, some hearing weird audio. They got a grip on my brain. I should have took it slow. I bounce, pronounce everything I fucking know. Steady tripping while I'm melting in my chair. Hearing all the people yelling when there ain't nobody there. I swear, Yeah, I'm losing brain cells by the second and checking my pulse so I don't end up dying with my stomach swole. Full of psilocybin, psychedelic sickness. The way I'm riding solo in the cloud, there'll be no witness to this. The Northwest stops my lips, and yes, I get pissed. So when I'm thinking about me coming down, the east side's my eyes, they only people for crow flies rise, and I've been high all day. So why don't you join me when I land to the stem of your head? I'll take you on my mushroom cloud and we'll fly away. I'm in a mushroom cloud. Everything you're hearing is way too loud. And all the walls around me call the time. Why did I hear them and didn't hear them and now they gotta go on my way? I'm in a mushroom cloud. Everything you're hearing is way too loud. And all the walls around me call the time. Why did I hear them and didn't hear them and now they gotta go on my way? This way and that way. In this way and that way. In this way and that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my moonshine, right? You know I'm staying drunk most of the time. I say goodbye to the world, then I guzzle again. Get back, relax, drinking with my friends. This is my moonshine, right? You know I'm staying drunk most of the time. I say goodbye to the world, then I guzzle again. Get back, relax, drinking with my friends. Hey. Here's a seat, sit down and have a drink. Vibe with me for a moment, taste and tell me what you think. I love Nick, I love beer. Wine gets me on my stare, but the shine from the moon makes the rainy sky clear. No matter what, you get me through the dark times. Only damn problem is that I do love her too much. Can't put her down, always there for me in the clutch. Ain't no wrong about it, keep her strong, I know that I must. She the goods, need the perfection, the perfect selection. Backed by my hand and you will see no protesting. Cause all my neighbors know I make a mean batch. They swill it down the hatch and I politely say, friends and family, take a shot with me. Just a good time, thank God. Pour it out for those that pass away. Have a cup
Good
of
moonshine is awesome. You know how like rum is made from sugar cane, right? Fucking whiskey is made from corn mash, right? Sour mash. Vodka's made from potatoes. That's the Irishman's dilemma. Eat the potato or wait for it to ferment and drink the potato. I have another one. What's the true definition of trust? 2 cannibals in the 69. Actually, you know what? That's not even that fucked up now because they're so normalized. They're like, I haven't been to a mall or anything forever. I go to the store, my head is down like this, unless I'm checking out some chick or something. And I don't go in it. This is too weird. People with these masks on, this is weird. We're in some shit where, like, if I died, I wouldn't be that unhappy about it, right? Quickly, though. I don't want to drown. That's the one thing I do not want to do. Imagine taking that last breath. I guess that's what waterboarding is. It's having to do that over and over and over and over again. That's some fucked up shit our government does. That's before they get them car battery things on your testicles. It's poor bastards. They didn't even know anything about it. And you had these fucking, you give someone the power over somebody's life and just everything about them. Like, you can torture them, you can do whatever you want, you can kill them. No consequences. The mind does. I do that, dude. I'll let you go. I'll do that now. Run. But, nah. I don't know. Then I will let them. But I'm telling you, these people are it's fucked up, man. Like, these people. I'm really, really fucking worried about. Or I'm not worried, but I've known, and it's even worse than I thought. And again, like I said, when pedophilia is normalized and things, um, like right before Rome fell, for example, or Greece or whatever, they had bathhouses in the streets. They had vomitoriums, so they could overindulge. They were having orgies with children in the streets and in the bathhouses in the public. I mean, what? And like, if you look at the Baphomet statue, it has the little girl and the little boy sitting there, and the Baphomet has a erection, right? And it has the two snakes that go up around it for medicine, right? That symbol is always been a bad symbol. It's not saying mix Eastern and Western medical ways. In the East and China, you pay your doctor when you get sick. I mean, you don't pay your doctor when you get sick. You pay him every month to keep you healthy. He tells you, okay, drink this tea every day. All right. And you're fine. Here, we're like, well, take this, but you're gonna have to take this because of the side effect, and then this for that, and then this. And it's like, and that might cause. I called my doctor. This doctor goes, look, I'm gonna give you this. I go, look, I can't take SSRIs, serotonin reuptake inhibitors. I go, that just doesn't. No, I'm not gonna do that. Because what it is, it's like Paxil and shit, right? It's like Prozac and stuff. And I'm like, no, man, those things make me like suicidal and shit. And homicidal. He's like, just try it. So a couple days I called him and I go, dude, oh yeah, I took that, and like. I'm not suicidal. I go, but I'm homicidal. That's what I told him. And I go, I'm gonna come down there, okay, and tell you about it. And he's starting to fuck out. He's like, don't come here. Don't come down here. I'm like, what, man? Like, I just feel like that would be right, what I should do, right? Because you told me to take that, and now this and that. And he's like, don't come down. And I'm like, I'm coming down there. They knew it. I'm like, you knew it. You take the vacation money. You fucker. Doctor. Look, 80% of all transactions in the United States are black market transactions. They cannot go cashless. They can't. They're the drug dealers, the government. I remember I used to say, oh my God, isn't that a nightmare? If the government had your medical information, that is so fucked up. And now it's like they have fucking everything about you. Man, it came. I think I was fucked up, so at least that's my excuse. I was fucked up. For like the whole 2000s, or like the whole 90s and 2000s. Crazy. giant colossal cursor. So if you go back and watch, I did, if you look under my videos, not my lives, get under the videos, there are ones where I'm just talking, right? Like, you don't get to see my beautiful face, right? You just get to see the screen, though, which is really cool because you get to see what normally I would see. But I'm going to get back here behind here like this and show you guys what this is. It looks so cool right now. It's fresh. Now, that front part's going to be my store. You just watch. It's going to be so badass. I'm really excited about it. And it's hard to get excited about things these days. You know, what with this whole fucking every day it's something else. And I'm like, there's no way they can top this, right? Fucking A, they do, right? I wrote a screenplay once. I can't even say the name because, well, it's not option. It was optioned out. I've had a couple of things optioned out. That means if they say, okay, we want this screenplay, and if we don't make this movie within 1 year, they give you 10 grand or whatever. And believe me, you can't even get yours. So everybody want to be a screen fucking playwright. Come on. For movies and stuff. And I go, like, I've written several movies, right? Like, it's so much different. I read that way for a long time, right? I just read screenplays. And you get the gist of the entire movie. Like, it's like watching the movie. Try it sometime. Like it's probably they have them on here. I have them in real life because I use them to help me do mine. Because you have to go like, it starts out, it goes like, all right, let's start right here. Interior. Joshua Tree, California. Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Fucking in a small, like little house. There's a fucking dude sitting there, right? And he's on the computer. And it would go like, it would either describe a little bit more or it would go into dialogue. And then it would go like cut to exterior, someone else's house. Someone's house, right? And they're going, oh, that's great. We'll get it. Right? And that's their dialogue and stuff. And then they explain a little bit more stuff. And then that's what the director does, is he makes all that shit fit in the producer and stuff. And anyway, you can option out, because I have never had one of mine made. But they are better than anything anyone's putting out. And believe me, I have millions of ideas. Millions! Like, I write books all day long. It's hard to go from novel form writing, like, it was a sharp, crisp October morning. Leaves rustled across the, like that. Oh no, here's what I always, this is a good analogy or metaphor or whatever. I always tell people, I say, look, say there's a kid, right? And he's like a bowler, right? A professional bowler. And his dad gave him a pair of bowling shoes. Like, only wear these when you get to the pros. And he's trying to get. And so in the movie, you can show him saying that to him and him taking his shoes and putting them up in his closet. in the book. I mean, you can put what the guy's thinking in the book, but in the movie, you have in the book you could say so and so went into his closet and pulled down his favorite bowling shoes like he does every week because his dad wanted them, right? And then for a movie, and you try and avoid flashbacks if you're a beginner. I found that out because you get really tangled webs, flash forwards and backs. So then I just went to the kid now, and like in the screenplay, it would show him over and over pulling the shoes down and maybe cleaning them. And it may go into some thought, like going into his thoughts, where it goes back to his dad, right? Like a flashback. Or whatever. Or his dad saying, man, someday you're gonna fucking be kick ass. I want you to wear these. He keeps them perfect. It's hard. You can't just say that in a book or a movie. It's then it sounds forced. You cannot force information. Like the worst thing to do in a screenplay is to show a clock or a calendar going by to signify the passing of time. I mean, that's a major. You could never do that. You'll just blind. So anyway, as a novel writer, like where I can really write the thoughts, which is cool. I mean, I guess you can have a narrator, and I've done that in some of my screenplays, and it's really hard too. It's just as hard having a narrator. It's hard. And then you gotta decide if you're gonna go first person. I have a problem. I switch in the middle, like I'm talking in first, then I'm talking in third, right? First, because they're really not me, but they are when I'm writing. If anyone's a writer and knows, they know what I'm talking about. If you have any tips, because it's hard. My mom was a freelance writer, and she just got out of here. She got out of here just in time. She was like, the veil was so thin. She told me she could see everything. She was red fucking blue for like a few days or more before she died. She told me. And then all about it, like what she was seeing and stuff. She was freaking out. I had to talk her down, like a bad trip. It wasn't a bad trip. She's all right now. It's just like her body fell apart. I mean, that's what happens when they pump you full of battery acid. Jesus. All the moon and why is there not a cure for fucking cancer? What the fuck? Everyone goes, well, no one will have a job. Well, they can go look for the cure for some other fake disease, like the coronavirus. Jesus. Fuck. Sorry, Jesus. I mean, Jesus, my gratitude illustrated. Jesus, bring me my cookie, because my pie is... I won't quit my day job, which is looking at all these facts and things that I do. Listen, I give more than facts. I give experiences. You can't ever get. You can't get it. Money can buy you certain things. It cannot buy you experience. However, I can tell you about some shit. And I'm leading you the way right there, boom. That's not even, none of those are to my channel. But you guys should go. Oh, I'm on my channel. Anyway, those three are the songs. It's Friday night. I guess that makes it alright. Honey, I was just singing this. And I swear to God, it was like one day ago. And it was Friday night. And I was going, Leo Red Corvette. And like, ooh, baby, your mom's too bad. Prince now. Not devilish motherfucker. See, because bisexuality and also like the Baphomet has boobs and feeds children. And I've often said, like, hey, I've got 3 unanswered questions. The 3 unanswered questions that I've never got an answer for. 1, why do men have nipples? 2, why do women and how all of a sudden, no matter race, creed, color, when they move in, eventually they all start cycling the same time while on the rack. And 3 is how is yawning contagious? And you can do it with your cat or dog too. It's contagious with them. Hello. I mean, there's no, you're not catching any. I don't get it. That's the only thing where if you see someone do it and then you have to do it, like you can't help yourself. Maybe the social justice warriors can't help themselves, you know, when they do stupid shit all the time. They do. Every city that's fucked right now is a Democrat-run city. Look it up. Or state, even. Bill de Blasio. Hey, listen to this. Is funny. And everyone goes, "Oh, you're a Brandon. Oh, you're a Trumper." That's right. I go, "What are you talking about? I'm an anarchist." I go, "Look, I don't be an anarchist. What when Trump uses it is wrong." I said, "No. Without Trump right now, probably we would have been in World War III already. But you know, well, either way, it's the same bathroom, right? Like it's the same sex bathroom. It's the same voting booth. It don't matter. It's the new world order. It's gonna happen no matter who the fuck the president is. They're just a figurehead on TV, and that's why I say I think Trump's hilarious. I love how he fires off the cuff. I love how he gives these fools names, nicknames, and shit. It's funny, and you know, who knows if the numbers are real. Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens, via Mark Twain said, via Samuel Clemens said, there's 3 kinds of lies: lies, damn lies, and statistics. And we were talking about this in the comments on Tim's show, and Tim was talking on the show, Timcast, which is really good. You should check it out. And it's like he was a liberal, right? And so was his friend, and they're not. They're like pro Trump, but they believe everything that like they don't believe mainstream media, but they don't believe in Q, but they believe like I don't think they're taking into perspective that there's a spiritual aspect to this that's or even as well as other races that live on the planet maybe they thought out. I don't fucking know. Or they came. They're here. They've been here. It's probably like For my mom, I got the last. I'm so red-pilled. I am like wearing glasses. I swear. Not as good as my mom. My mom called me and she FaceTimed me, scared as hell. And she's like, Brady, oh my God, you're the only one I've ever heard talk about this. What are the platforms in the sky? What are they? Why are they there? Why is there lensing in the sky, a whole lensing system? She goes, and what are the things coming down from the platform? Like, I don't even know. I know that pretty much so. Like, and yeah, I've got pictures of it, but it's kind of cloaked down. But she's like, I can see everything perfectly right now. She was in 1 foot in the other side. 20 hours she was sleeping, 4 hours she was awake and could barely communicate. That was when she was on the other side. But when she first got it, when she woke up in the morning and her the brain tumor had gotten this big compared to that big overnight, it pushed her brain over and it made her, she couldn't see out of one of her eyes. It was all warped, but it did something to where it knocked all the veils off, right? Immediately, she's Neo sitting in hell, right? With it on, like she's tripping, right? So she calls me and she's crying. She's all like, Ray, what the fuck? I'm not. She don't cuss like that. And she's like, what the fuck? All these things, and she explained all that in the sky, and that she could see him. She goes, I know what you talk about it. So what are they? And I told her what they were. She said, oh. And I said, but you know what? The last time she was at my house, her big thing was she wanted to get like Brad, which was her husband, my stepdad. She wanted to get him set up. That she knew she was somehow. They just. She wanted to. She's been trying to get me. She has been. Me and her have spent so much time over the past 2-3 years that I lived here. So I'm so glad I moved down here because this took us all by surprise. Anyway, so I became my own page. She taught me, a lot of stuff. I'm very good at like budgeting. Shit's awesome. I'm really happy that she taught me all that stuff. Oh, real quick. I know like how she wants me to have my place all perfect, clean, and nice, and my store. So I fucking scrubbed the shit out of it, and I bleach. I knew it was probably the last time she'd come here, and it smelled like bleach and clean, and I had fresh everything. Like, oh, it's so awesome, baby! And I had my store set up outside. And she's like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, and it smells like bleach. I did that on purpose. Like, so that would be the last thing she would see. Me making money, me having my shit together. And so, she passed away knowing that. And that was awesome. Like, I did that on purpose because I knew what she was saying. I didn't read her mind. We could read each other. We didn't even really talk. Me and my sister are like that. The kids now even more so. Me and my niece are like that. My niece is like, it's okay, grandma's around all the time. Uncle Brady. It was because I was crying a little bit at my mom about my mom. Anyway, and she's needed elsewhere. Everyone loves my mom. So she was needed by everybody. They always did. Okay, guys. I'm gonna just lay down and put on some Pink Floyd. Maybe just lay down. Maybe make another piece of dry toast. I think I have one end left. Why won't I buy food? Like, why don't I just order it and go get it? Like a burger. I feel like I shouldn't or something. Like it's not a. Yeah, I shouldn't. I only deserve like shitty stuff. Like I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. I'll probably erase this whole thing. When I watch it again over, I'm like, wow, I'm making a lot of sense. So I'm not gonna erase it because I can't remember what the fuck I said, but maybe it probably did make sense. It's this author or me. Look, I don't know if it's my star. There's always one person that comes on right after I come on. Always. There's no way. It could be 3 in the morning. Oh, it's gotta be me. But I've gone like, Mikas, they won't say anything. That's fine. But I might blink twice or just, but they've left the room and came back and done shit like that. Like, where I know that it is somebody, right? So I like them being there, man. It's cool. It's like, wow, they're there. It gives me some, right now because I'm alone in the lockdowns. This whole time I'm crazy now. I'm totally insane right now. I'm not. If I thought I was before, I really am now. I'm talking to myself like a motherfucker. I'm thinking like, man, people are really gonna think I'm wrong with me now for sure. Like before, I could at least hold it in. Now, it's crazy. So, bless you guys all, and I hope everything it's quelled. I have to use big words. I have big quell the riots. I mean the peaceful don't like that. And maybe nah, man, that's fucked up. Trump's like, fuck your city. I'm just going in to protect the federal buildings. See, he does shit like that, which I think's funny. Other presidents won't do that. Plus, he won't be pushing these bullshit wars with Syria and Lebanon. And Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Libya, and the Middle East. And he just won't do it. He won't. He'll put sanctions on them, which is in a way worse because then the kids starve. The kids, so punish them with sanctions. But then there's not death, and I guess sanctions is better than nothing, than dying. So. And if their country will work with ours, Trump, if you've read his book, which I have, The Art of the Deal, and because I'm an entrepreneur, and a lot of people I know, I mean, obviously I live in the artistic, this thing with a bunch of studios, but they, because they're art studios, I didn't mean beyond now. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool, man. And whatever, if you don't back down, like I've put prices on art as a joke, and people paid it. It is worth whatever you say, whatever they feel it's worth to them. Now I'll give it away if someone doesn't have money, but they really want it, and it really, I can see that they need it, and they want it. I'll give it to them because the art is already done. The art is not the piece itself. The art is how you react, the feeling you get when you see a painting, the feeling you get, that's art. The painting's not art. The feeling is art. Painting is just a means to an end. It can be interpreted in a million different ways. I mean, look at Cubism for crying out loud. Look at Picasso. All you gotta do is paint one good one and then you can just fuck off. Salvador Dali, though, man. Where is my Salvador Dali? Oh, it's right there. Boom. My sister gave it to me for Christmas. Or my birthday. Salvador Dali. My favorite. I didn't know. Some of his paintings are like 12 foot by 8 foot. A lot of them. Some are only on tiles. But I'll tell you one thing he did do. Oh, and I want to finish the peyote story. One thing that he did do was why do I do this to myself? I always hear shit happening out there. I'm not afraid. It's fear that will make them be able to get that power on you. They can't do nothing. My shit is pitch black, right? Like, I'm not afraid. I'm not. You can't be. If you're afraid of malevolent spirits and evilness and shit, they'll be here. They'll come because they feed on fear. But if you're like, if you have the full armor of God, you know you're a good person. You know what's up. They can't fuck with you. If you haven't invited them in, it's like when you invite them in, it's just like the rules of a vampire. If you invite them in, none of this shit works. The garlic doesn't work, the mirror doesn't work, whatever those things are. But if they come in uninvited, the garlic work, you know. So, yeah. Oh, well, why not? I'll finish telling the peyote story real quick. So anyway, everyone did the peyote that night. I mean, I really had some intense, because they gave me a lot laughing, right? No, Shamal, should I take more? And I was going, yeah, I'm Native American, showing them all that blue eyes. So they were giving me shit, right? So no, go ahead, you're Native American. I was telling how I'd done that in a bunch of times. Oh, go ahead. So I got really high. And I had a really good experience. I mean, it was awesome, right? Like, I mean, I was sitting there. When you do peyote, don't ever buy it, number one. It has to be given to you. When you take, and it's mescaline is the same, is the active psychoactive ingredient in peyote. Don't buy that. Just peyote buttons, don't buy it. They have to be given to you. Or else it'll be a bad trip. It's not something you want to buy. Yeah, just anyway, so he gave me this back. Everybody else is like, I went home and they did their thing, right? Like, I'm like, whatever, right? I didn't have nothing. I just told my girlfriend, called my girlfriend, like, because she had to work. I'm gonna be here for a while longer, I think, And she's like, so anyway, so he gave me the rifle, the bag of peyote buttons, maybe some jerky, a thing full of some jerky, and I had a canteen of water, and I don't think I had a blanket. Maybe I had a blanket or a big jacket or something. But I climbed. It was cold. I climbed up there, and I was literally my opening of my little thing where I was living was like 6 feet from the opening of the lion's den. Okay, and I had the rifle 30-06 or whatever the rifle was right there, right? Like I don't know why. I guess it's for protection or to maybe get food. Well, no, because it was a pretty big gun. But maybe it was for the mountain lion in case it turned on me. But I was straight up communicating with the lion. After a while, I mean, at first it was like I was like, you know what, you guys? I was like Jane Goodall in Gorillas in the Mist, where she went to Ecuador. Now, trust me, they switched the Mandela effect, traded Diane Fossey, who worked with chimps. As they're saying, Diane Fossey was the silverback Ecuador mountain gorilla, the lady that fucking died up there. That fucking Sigourney Weaver played her in Gorillas in the Mist. That was fucking that was Jane Goodall, right? Yeah, and Diane Fossey was the chimpanzee chick. Either way, they switched it around. And yeah, so that's a Mandela effect. I don't know. I could do celebrity videos and have so many fucking subscribers and get money. I don't want to do that. Fuck fun in that. Like, why? Although sometimes I say smart shit, and like I could totally cut my shit down, right? I just have the smart stuff that I say, but I don't. I stay on it for hours. And my stalker is on here, so I think it's me because so I'm stalking myself. That's even scarier than having a real stalker. You're stalking yourself and you don't know it. That's even scarier. Which is scarier? Having a stalker or thinking you have one? Or having one and it's you and you don't know it's you. That's the one I'm in. Think about that. That is insane. My stalker, it could be me. It most likely is me. What? That makes no sense, right? What are these people learning this shit, man? All you gotta do is use your head and be like, alright, I don't see anybody dying and no one's sick. You know, y'all can lose the mask, so you're really gonna get yourself sick. You idiots. Passing out and crashing because your car. They want to make it a law you have to wear a mask inside your house. Good luck. If any drone comes around me and I'm outside and it starts telling me to social distance, it's gonna get shot down out of the sky right then. And I'll probably get in trouble for it and stuff. But whatever. They'll probably, if I'm the first one to do it, if I'm like, oh, that's when I'll be like, I'm gay and Black Lives Matter and I'm this and I'm that and I'm Native American. This is bullshit. And then all the celebrities will bail me out and shit. All the pedos, Soros. Yeah, I'll do a spot for you, Soros. For you, Biden. Of him nuzzling fucking little kids. Oh, how quickly we forget, nuzzler. And this motherfucker, you guys, he's like Stephen Hawking when, look, no man has ever lived over 2 or 3 years with ALS. And after being diagnosed with ALS. But yet, Stephen Hawking is the only person in the world that lived 50-some years. Oh. Right? And they used that voice because they would just roll him out there, a puppet, right? Or some guy they put those fake bottom teeth in, and they could just expert Stephen fucking Hawking said it. God damn it! You must know. It must be a fucking problem, but Stephen Hawking just said so, right? So that's how they get this shit out, right? And a lot of ways they get our permission is through humor. And that's the way they get through a lot of the things that they have to do. Where they have to literally like proclaim their love for whatever, some evil entity. And they'll do it in this joking way, but they're serious. I mean, the Latin demigods don't know if you're being certain, if you're on SNL or not, man. On Jimmy Fallon. That's filmed in a fucking Freeman. It's funny. MTV was a Freemason project. I didn't know that. It was all tied in with the Project Monarch Butterfly thing, where they shattered their, like Britney Spears and Miley Cyrus. You can see them breaking down now. Some of them they've cloned. Some of them have robots. There is shit, you guys. I have no veils. I took the red pill. I'm Neo sitting in hell, but I can see that I have the glasses. Everything I see is obey, consume, and everybody looked like the nacho cheese did from '85. But I can see the truth. I don't care. I'm not afraid. Men's hearts would fail from fear. That's why I have to be on methadone and stuff and Xanax, because my heart would fail from fear. Because if you had no veils on, you guys, oh my God, you don't know what it's like out here. You'd be like in my head, like, can't handle it. I want back in. Let me back in my safe space. I don't know. I'm not saying you, but are we the trespassers, or are things changing? I think we're the trespassers. Because they went, like, for example, and found that Ford Piggy, the F, and then the middle slash that goes to the F has this weird circle, like a pigtail, like a cube, right? Like this. And everyone you walk up to and go, what is this the Florida blue you remember? And they go, yeah. Except for when you go, what's different about it? And they go, it didn't have that curly Q thing. But then these guys, I mean, people have looked for it. And they went to this like Model Ts and shit that this guy had, right? and hand signs. They were so aged. They were from like the 30s, probably. And it had the curly Q, and it was clearly aged 50 years. So, and I remember not the curly Q, right? Being in there. So, and everyone that doesn't remember the curly Q, it's like, should be like, that's mind blowing to think about. Mind blowing. People would say this to me when that don't understand the Mandela. I would say, did you see what Staples looks like? That's not a good one. I would say, did you see that? How Mickey Mouse now has his tail back, and now he's got 2 buttons in the back for the suspenders that he doesn't have, right? And people go, Brady, they upgrade people, or I'll say, oh, this logo wasn't like this. Like the Home Depot wasn't Home Depot, it was just Home Depot for me. And all this, and I'm like, they're like, Brady, companies change their logos all the time. They upgrade them. I'm like, really? Do you think that the Mandela community didn't think of that or something? And I just can't. I'm like, are you joking? Please, please be joking. Of course, we look in Logopedia, in all their fucking patent papers. Come on, I'm not stupid. I was born at night, but not last night. That's it. So I mean, this is like when they said that, I'm like, that's the answer. That's your final answer. You're gonna go with that. Okay. All right. My final answer. It's already 6:13. Every morning I wake up earlier and earlier. This morning, 3 o'clock. Yesterday, 4. I love this, man. Even if there's a match